Students, today we will learn about the logic gates, Boolean expressions, and we also learn the algebraic methods to minimize the Boolean expressions. There is basically two methods to minimize the Boolean expressions. One is algebraic method, another is K-map realization. Then there is a Hamming code used in the communication to detect the error, principle of duality, and cycle redundancy check code is used for the in the communication for finding out the error. So logic gates, we know that logic gate is an elementary building block of digital circuit. I repeat, elementary building block of digital circuit, and it can perform the operations based on your logic. It may have more than one input and output would be always one. So relation which defines between this input and output is said as truth table. We apply the input, we attain the output. The relation between this input and output is said as truth table. So there are any basic elementary gates, universal gates, and derived gates. We will discuss it one by one. Yeah, students, first of all, we will understand the elementary gates. It is also said as prime gates. These are not or basic gates. Not or and. Not. The symbol of the NOT gate. First of all, we will understand the NOT gate. This is the symbol of NOT gate. It has one input, let us say named as A. Its output is Y. That is always a complement of the input. If input is A, output would be A bar. Now, if we will design the truth table, I told you that it defines the relation between the input and output. This is our input, this is our output. Input is A, output is Y is equals to A bar. If I'll give A may have value 0 or 1. A may have value 0 or 1. First of all, if I'll assign 0, this would be 0 bar is equals to 1. If I'll assign 1, 1 bar is equals to 0. So what we can conclude from this, we can conclude that this NOT gate, it simply inverts the input. It simply inverts the input. Now, second is OR gate. OR gate is, its symbol is written as, this is the OR gate. Its symbol is like this. Two input OR gate, A, B. So Y is equals to A plus B. Two input is named as A and B. Output is Y. Y is equals to addition of these two. So if I design the truth table, again I repeat, truth table, it gives the relation between the input and output. AB. Y is equals to A plus B. Students, it has two inputs. It means 2 raised to power 2 is equals to 4. There is in a 4 ways to write its output, that is 0 to 3. We'll mark it as 0. Understand it carefully. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, assign the weight 1 and 2. If we have to just recall the concept of decimal to binary conversion, 1, 2. If we have to assign the value 0, it is both are 0. If I'll have to assign the value 1, under 1 I have to write 1, A would be 0. If I have to assign the value 2, under 2 I have to write 1, B will be 0. If I have to assign the value 3, so that will be 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So under 2 and 1 you have to write 1, 1. Now, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0 is equals to 0.
Hello.
0 plus 1. So here you can see y is equals to a plus b. It has two inputs, a, b. This would be 2 raised to power 2 is 4. It can written as 0 to 3. So we have to assign the values to a and b. Means you first of all you have to number it as 0, 1, 2, 3. Now just remember the concept of decimal to binary conversion. If I have to write binary equivalent of this 0, it means under 1 and 2 I have to write 0 and 0. If I have to write binary equivalent of this 1, under 1 I have to write 1, under 2 it would be 0. Now if I have to write 2, under 2 I have to write 1, under 1 I have to write 0, and both are 1 and 0. Now we have to write 3. 3 means 2 plus 1. 3 means 2 plus 1. So under 2 and under 1 I have to write 1. Now this is the addition. 0 plus 0, that is equals to 0. 0 plus 1, that is equals to 1. 1 plus 0, that is equals to 1. 1 plus 1, that is equals to 1. So 1 plus 1, you have to remember, it is always equals to 1 in OR gate. So what has been concluded from this output? Output is high. Understand it carefully. Output is high when any one of the input is high. Output is high. You can also write the statement like this. Output is high when any one of the input is high. Output is low if both the inputs are low. Output is low if both the inputs are low. So you have to remember, output is, you can also drive by yourself. Output is high if any one of the input is high, otherwise it is low. Now we will pursue for the AND gate. AND gate, its symbol is given as, this is AND gate. This is the symbol. Two input AND gate, A and B are the inputs. Output is Y is equals to A into B. Y is equals to A into B. So similar process, if we have to design the truth table as identical to the OR gate, there would be variation in the output only. Input we have to apply in the same way as we have done in the OR gate. You have to write 0, 1, 2, 3. And here write 1, 2, 0, both are 0. 1, this is 0 and 1. 1, this is 2, this is 1 and 0. 3 means combination of 2 and 1. 2 plus 1, so under 2 and 1 you have to write 1. Now output Y is equals to A into B. So this would be 0 into 0, that stands for 0. 0 into 1 is equals to 0. 1 into 0 can be said as equals to 0. So 1 into 1 is equals to 1. So simply multiplication. So what you have concluded? Output is 1. Output is 1 if both the inputs are high. I repeat for the AND gate. Output is 1 if both the inputs are high. Otherwise it is low. So this is about the AND gate. Elementary gates, I repeat, we have done with the NOT, OR, and AND gate. These are the elementary or basic gates. Now we will understand the universal gates. Universal gates are the gates. By using these gates, we can drive the output of any gate. I repeat, universal gate is a gate By using it, we can drive the output of any gate. Normally used universal gates are NAND and NOR. NAND and NOR. We have to understand the NOR gate. That is a combination of OR plus NOT. OR plus NOT. So this would be OR gate we have already done. It has two inputs, two input OR gate. Then we will apply the NOT gate with it. So it will result as OR gate output is A plus B. And if I'll use the inverter NOT gate, so it will gives us A plus B bar. And symbol of the NOR gate can be defined as this A, B. So this would be A plus B bar. This would be A plus B bar. Now we will go for its truth table. Truth table, input is AB, output is A plus B bar. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now, A plus B bar. 0 plus 0 bar is equals to 1. 0 plus 1 bar is equals to 0. 1 plus 0 bar, 1 bar is equals to 0. 1 plus 1 bar, that is equals to 0. So what you have to learn from this, output is high if both the inputs are low. I repeat, output is high if both the inputs are low, otherwise low. So this you can record the statement as in another way, output is low. Output is low if any one of the input is high. Output is low if any one of the input is high. You can write in any way. Now we will understand the NAND gate. NAND gate is also a universal gate. I repeat, NAND and NOR are universal gates. Why these are said to be universal gates? Because by using these gates, we can drive the output of any gate. NAND gate. This is a combination of AND plus NOT. AND plus NOT. So this is your AND gate. And here you have to apply the NOT gate. Here you have to apply the NOT gate. It would be equal to, if I'll apply the input A, B, so this would be A into B, and NOT gate will give us a complement of it, that would be AB bar. Its truth table. A, B is the input 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 we can write. Now, Y is equals to A, B bar. If we have to design the symbol of NAND gate, that would be simply AND gate with bubble. AND gate with bubble. Two inputs are there. A and B are the inputs. Output is Y is equals to AB bar. 0 into 0. 0 into 0. 0 bar is equals to 1. 0 into 1. 0 bar equal to 1. 1 into 0. 1 bar is equals to 0. 1 into 1. 1 bar equal to 0. 1 into 0. 0 into 0 is 1. This is 1 into 0, 0. This would be 1. 1 into 0 bar equal to 1. So you will get its output is high when any one of the input is 0. Output is high when any one of the input is 0. Or you can also define as output is low if both the inputs are high. Output is low if both the inputs are high. So we can define the universal gates as the gates. By using this, we can drive any gate. Understand the other gates, that is XOR gate. XOR gate, its symbol is as shown on the board. This is its symbol, XOR gate. A and B are the inputs. Output Y is equals to A encircled plus. Encircled plus. This is the notation of the XOR gate. A encircled plus B, and its output can be written as A B bar plus A bar B. A B bar plus A bar B. Now, input AB, output Y is equals to AB bar plus A bar B. We can assign the inputs in 4 different ways. We have already learned, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now, we will go for the output. 0 into 1 plus 1 into 0. This would be 0. Now, 0 into 1 bar plus 0 bar into 1. This would be 0 into 0 plus 1 into 1. That would be equal to 1. Now, 1 into 0 bar plus 1 bar into 0. This would be 1 into 1 plus 0 into 0. This would be equal to 1. Now, 1 bar plus 1 bar into 1. 1 into 1 bar is 0. 1 bar is 0. So 1 into 0 is 0. 0 into 1 is 0. So that would be 0. So what you have concluded from this truth table? Output is high. Output is high if both the inputs are distinct. I repeat, output is high. Output is high if both the inputs are distinct or different. Or you can also define if output is low. In first and fourth case, output is low if both the inputs are identical. Output is low if both the inputs are identical. This is about the XOR gate. This we have done with the XOR gate. Some books also write it in a form of XOR. XOR. You have to remember. Either it may be asked as EXOR or XOR. Both are the same thing. Don't get confused. We will pursue for the XNOR gate. XNOR gate. That is simply said as XOR plus NOT. NOT gate with it. XNOR, or it also written as XNOR. So output may be A XOR B with complement. A XOR B. This notation, I said that plus in encircled symbol is said to be XOR. Or XOR gate symbol you can drive as A B. This bubble is there. So Y is equals to A XOR encircled. This is also said as XNOR. Dot encircled is said as XNOR. Now it is maybe AB plus A bar B bar. AB plus A bar B bar. We will go for its truth table. Input A B, then output would be Y is equals to AB plus A bar B bar. y is equals to ab plus a bar b bar. Apply the values of a and b as we have already done previously, means 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. I've already told you that how we can write it by assigning the weights. Now substitute these values. 0 into 0 plus 0 bar into 0 bar. This is 0 plus 1, that is equals to 1. That is equals to 1. Now 0 into 1 plus 0 bar into 1 bar. This is 0 plus 0, that is equals to 0. Now 1 into 0 plus 1 bar into 0 bar. This is 0 plus 0, again 0. Again 0. Now 1 into 1 plus 1 bar into 1 bar. This is 1 plus 0, that is equals to 1. So by simply you have to substitute these values in this expression. If bar is there, bar can be, some books also write the bar as a dash. You have to remember this, either a dash or a bar, one of the same thing, a dash or a bar. So here what you have concluded, output is high. In this case output is high, in this case output is high. In first and third case output is high. If output is high, when the output is high, both the inputs are identical. Output is high when both the inputs are identical or same. Or you can also define in other way. Output is low when both the inputs are distinct. Output is low when both the inputs are distinct or different. So this is about the XNOR gate. XNOR gate is also said as XOR plus NOT. XOR plus NOT. Boolean algebra, it was developed by English mathematician George Boole. It is based on two values, true or false. True means 1, false means 0. This is for the positive logic. The term logic means statement having binary decision, that is true or false, either yes or no. So Boolean algebra is based on two values. One is true or false, and its operators are and, or, and not. Its operators are and, or, and not. There are the properties of Boolean algebra. Properties of Boolean algebra. Either what happened with the 0, if it is being added, it remains unchanged. If it is being multiplied, its value vanishes. Similarly, if 1 is added, its value remains 1. 1 into a, its value remains unchanged. Boolean algebra. That there is in a Boolean algebra, there is a variable may be a. It may have any one of the values, because Boolean algebra variable may have two values, either 0 or 1. Either 0 or 1, or in statement form either false, true, or either no or yes. A may have value 0 or 1. So its properties, you will learn about its properties. First property, there is a Boolean variable a. What?
सर आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही.
सर वॉइस बहुत घट है.
We'll say that Boolean algebra, when it is treated with 0, if let us say 0 is being added, a plus 0, it will remain a. There will be no change in addition. And if it is being multiplied, it will become 0. if it is being added, first property, with 0, properties of 0, no properties of 1, properties of 1. If it is added with 1, it will result as 1. Why? See, I will draw this truth table. A may have value 0 and 1. This is A plus 1. A may have value 0 or 1. This is A plus 1. A0, 0 plus 1, that is equals to 1. Now, 1 plus 1, that is equals to 1. In both the cases, value is 1 at the output towards the A plus 1 side. A may have 0, its value is 1. A may have 1, its value is 1. That's why it is written A plus 1 equal to 1. Now, if we'll multiply 1 into A, it will remain A. There is no change. If we'll multiply, then there is no change. Next law is commutative law. Commutative law. So there is a Boolean variable A plus B. A plus B is equals to B plus A. It holds good for the addition. It holds good for the addition as well as multiplication. A into B equal to B into A. A into B equal to B into A. Then there is a associative law. Then there is a associative, or some says associate law. It is A plus B plus C is equals to A plus B plus C. Means either you firstly add B and C, then its resultant is being added to A, or you can add A and B, then its resultant is being added to C. As for the multiplication is concerned, it would be A into B into C or A into B into C. It holds good. It holds good in both the cases. Now there is a distributive law. Distributive law, it stands for A
Sir,
into B. Distributive law stands for, there is a distributive law. Distributive law. It stands for A into B plus C. It is equals to A into B plus A into C. Means, or either you first add these two variables, then you have to multiply with A, or you can multiply A and B, A and C separately, then you have to add together. Result will be same. This is about the distributive law. Now there is a plus A bar B. A plus A bar B, that is equals to A plus B. That is equals to A plus B. I'll show you how this is possible. See, we can prove it by using the truth table method. Any law, what I have explained, we can prove it by the truth table method. There is a, there is a B. What is required? A bar. A bar. Then towards the left side, there is a plus A bar B. Towards the right side, there is A plus B. We have to simply write the expression. A plus A bar. Here you have to write A plus B. So what would be the value of AB? You can write 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 0 1 1. Understand it very carefully. This is A bar. A bar means complement of this. This would be 1. This is 0. This would be 1. This is 0. This is 1. This is 1. It is 0. This is 1. It is 0. Now here it is A. A is what? 0 plus A bar. A bar is 1. What about the B? 0. So its result is 0. Now for this one, A is 0 plus A bar is 1. B is 1. It would be equal to 1. Next, A is 1 plus A bar is 0 and B is 0. It is equals to 1. Again substitute the value. A is 1 plus A bar is 0 plus 0. B is 1. So it would be equal to 1. Here we will use 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0, that is equals to 0. 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1, that is equals to 1. 1 plus 0, that is equals to 1. 1 plus 1, that is again equal to 1. So from these two columns, you can check that this is 0 1 1 1. This is again 0 1 1 1. So both are identical. So we have proved this identity. So we can prove any identity by using this truth table method. Next is identity law. Next is identity law. What is the identity law? It is treated with A. Boolean variable is A. It is treated with A. Identity law for the addition, identity law for the multiplication. A. If I'll add A, it will result as A. If there is A, if I'll multiply with A, it will again result as A. This is the identity law. We can also prove it by the truth table method. See, there is A. This is A plus A. This is A into A. So A we can write how many ways? 2. That is 0 or 1. A 0 plus 0, it will be equal to 0. Here A is 1, 1 plus 1, that is equals to 1. In this case, A 0 into 0, that is equals to 0. In this case, 1 into 1, that is equals to 1. In both the cases, you will find A is 0, 1. This is 0, 1. This is 0, 1. In all the cases, so this is about the identity law. Identity law. I repeat. Identity law means this is treated with A. A has to be added or multiplied. There will be no change. Next is absorption law. Absorption law stands for absorption law. A plus AB. A plus AB, it will result as A. So that's why it is said to be absorption law, because B is being absorbed by A. B is being absorbed by A. Oh, see, we can prove either truth table method or by using the Boolean expressions A into A plus B. If I'll take A common from here, that would be 1 plus B. 1 plus B. You have already done the first law. If we have to add 1 to A, it will result as 1. A plus 1 equal to 1. So similarly here, B plus 1, that is equals to 1. If A plus 1 is equals to 1, then B plus 1 will also equal to 1. So it would be equal to A into 1, that is equals to A. So this is about the absorption law. Next is complementary law. Complementary law, its name itself indicate that we have to take the complement, means complementary law. If A is there, A plus A bar, A is there, A into A bar, A plus A bar, A into A bar. So according to this law, A plus A bar is 1, A into A bar is 0. This you can prove by truth table method. This you can prove by truth table method. Just for first identity, let us say A, this would be A bar. The next is A plus A bar. If I'll write A as 0 and 1, so what about the A bar? That would be 1 and 0. 1 and 0. So what about the A plus A bar? This would be 0 plus 1. It is equals to 1. If I'll write 1 plus 0, that is equals to 1. So you can see in both the cases, output is 1. In both the cases, output is 1. So that's why A plus A bar is written as 1. Now, we will go for A into A bar. A into A bar. See, this is multiplication. A into A bar. A is 0, A bar is 1. I'll write 0 multiply 1. That is equals to 0. If I'll write 1 into 0, it will result as 0. In both the cases, you will find its value is 0. So A into A bar is 0. A into A bar is 0. Next is De Morgan law. It is very, very important. It has been used very versatility in the upcoming sections. I repeat, De Morgan's law, De Morgan's theorems or law, whatever you want to remember. De Morgan's law or theorem. It may be asked with the law or it may be asked with the name of theorem. So if I'll write A plus B complement, that is equal to A bar into B bar. This is the first law. First law. If I'll write A B complement, so that is always equals to A bar plus B bar. A bar plus B bar. We can prove it by using the truth table method. For the first law, A, B, A plus B bar. Next, towards the right hand side, it is written A bar into B bar. A bar into B bar. So it would be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Left hand side, A plus B bar, 0 plus 0 bar. This is 0 bar is equals to 1. 0 plus 0, 0 bar equal to 1. Next is 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1 bar. 0 bar, this is 1 bar equal to 0. 0 plus 1, 1 bar equal to 0. Next, 1 plus 0, again 1 bar equal to 0. Next, 1 and 1, 1 plus 1, 1 bar that is equals to 0. 1 bar that is equals to 0. Now, we will apply towards the right hand side. It is A bar. 0 bar into 0 bar. This is 1 into 1 equal to 1. 1 into 1 equal to 1. Now, A is 0, B is 1. I'll write 0 bar into 1 bar, that is equals to 1 into 0 equal to 0. 1 into 0 equal to 0. Again, A is 1, 1 bar, B is 0, 0 bar, 0 into 1, that is equals to 0. Next, A is 1, B is 1. A is 1, 1 bar, B is 1, 1 bar. 0 into 0, so that is equals to 0. So you can compare the, from this truth table, left hand side, its output is 1, 0, 0, 0. For right hand side, it is again 1, 0, 0. So in this way, we can prove it. So De Morgan's theorem, first theorem, we have proved. Similarly, you can pursue for the second one. Similarly, you can pursue for the second one. So this can be extendable. If I'll write A plus B, first law, A plus B plus C bar is equals to A bar into B bar into C bar. So how we can write in the words form? Understand it carefully. If we add the Boolean expressions, Boolean variables, if we'll add the Boolean variables and take its complement, or after adding the Boolean variables with its complement, it is always equal to product of their complements. I repeat, if Boolean variables are added and their complement is taken, according to De Morgan's theorem, that is always equal to product of individual Boolean variables complement. Product of individual Boolean variables complement. So it can be extended for the n number of times. So this would be A bar into B bar into C bar and so on. Similarly, we will go for the second law. What does the second law stands for? AB bar equal to A bar into B bar. So how we can define in the statement form? If we multiply two Boolean variables and their complement is taken, that is always equals to product of complement of the individual Boolean variables. Product of the complement of the individual Boolean variables, and it can be extended as A, B, C bar. So this would be A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus so on. It can be extended up to n number of times. So Boolean De Morgan's law or De Morgan's theorem is very, very important in this aspect. Next is a principle of duality. Principle of duality. Or we can write it. It is achieved by interchanging the and or. Interchanging the and or, and interchanging the zeros with ones. And or are interchangeable, zeros and ones are interchangeable. For example, if I write x into y into z, so that is equal to, this is and, here should be or. That would be x plus y plus z. Because we have to convert from the low logic to high or high logic to low, vice versa, so we have to take its complement. We have to take its complement. For example, if I'll take x plus y plus z, this is and, this is or. Addition is there. Addition is being replaced by the multiplication. X into y into z, and we have to take its complement. That is x bar, y bar, and z bar. So this is the principle of the duality. You have to simply remember, you can interchange the and with or and zeros with ones. And if it is x, y, z, it can be written as x bar plus y bar plus z bar. If it is x plus y plus z, it is written as x bar into y bar into z bar. There is a two methods to minimize the expression. One is algebraic method based on the Boolean theorems, and next one is K-map. K-map stands for Carnot map. It is an abstract form of Venn diagram. This is basically derived from the Venn diagram. simple and straightforward method of minimizing the Boolean expressions. It is basically a pictorial method which is easy to understand. But after doing the groupings, we will discuss it with the examples. It is a special arrangement of the truth tables. Special arrangement of the truth tables. Boolean expressions can be defined in a standard forms. That is SOP and POS form. What is SOP? Stands for sum of products. SOP, and this is POS. Sum of products, and this is product of sums. What exactly it stands for? If I'll write AB plus AC, so you can see that AB is one product, AC is another product. So that comes under sum of products. We are taking the sum of these products. If I'll write A plus B, A plus C, product of sums. This is the sum A plus B. This is the sum A plus C. So this is said to be product of sums. We can convert it in the standard form by using it, for example, standard SOP form. This expression we have to convert it into its standard SOP form. In standard form, every variable should be attached with it. For example, here it is AB. C is missing. We can write C plus C bar. Because C plus C bar is 1. We have already learned in the Boolean algebra. Here, which is missing? B. Multiply with B plus B bar. B plus B bar. You can open the brackets. It would be ABC plus ABC bar plus ABC plus AB bar C. ABC and ABC. We have already learned A plus A, that is equals to A. Similarly, ABC plus ABC can be said as equals to one term ABC. Then there is a ABC bar, this one ABC bar. Then there is a next one AB bar C. So this is the conversion of standard sum of products SOP form to its standard SOP form. Conversion of sum of products to its standard SOP form.